All right, Bubba.
Hi,
Welcome
Bubba.
to your birth
Your birth
story.
story video.
Look at you.
We have to whisper. You are very gentle
Yeah,
and
you get
very
close then.
gentle, and you like things slow, and you don't like to move too crazy. Yep, look at you. You are usually, and if all that has happened, you're very chill, dude. Very chill. Yep,
Oh, look at you. Falling asleep.
yep. You love kisses.
But you've been crying a little bit when we talked too loud, so we had to
Yep,
restart.
yep. You already started because you're talking too much. See. But you are very sweet and you're sleepy and you literally all you do is sleep, poop,
You're a sleepy boy.
sleep, poop, and eat. And then occasionally open your eyes.
Occasionally, you look around.
Look, he's smiling. He's doing a little smirk.
Give mama kisses. Give mama
Okay,
kisses.
so you are currently about to turn three weeks tomorrow.
Mhm.
Yep, you're about to turn 3 weeks tomorrow. That's what we're gonna say. And you Yes, you. Um,
You are. Let's see.
oh, and you were born on June 25th. It's okay, 2025. Oh, sorry, puppies.
June 25th, 2025. You were 9 pounds 8 ounces.
I knew that would make you mad.
Oh, see,
Um,
here you go again.
okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, you have a beautiful voice.
And you get to hear your own voice.
Yeah. Let me try to make it now. Can you pause it, puppies?
So,
The bounce ball. But
bouncy ball.
the bouncy ball. Thanks, puppies. But anyway, so you were born June 25th, 2025. You're 9.8 pounds. You're
Oh,
about
9 pounds 8 ounces.
9 pounds, sorry, 9 pounds, 8 ounces. And then you're around, I thought it was 22 and a quarter.
Sure.
So that's what I thought.
22.
I don't
22
remember
inches
how
long.
long you were, but I guess I thought you were around that.
When we got your stats, you were 99%
Mm-hmm.
on head size, 99% on length, and
Everything.
95% on
Just
weight.
everything.
So you were a big weight.
Yeah, you're a big boy. And then your due date though was like super thrown around, so we didn't know if you were gonna. We thought you were gonna be born on the 22nd, and then we thought you were gonna be born on the 12th, and then the 17th, and then it went back to the 12th. But for a majority of the pregnancy, we thought you were gonna be born on the 17th. And then like how many? Like a week, like 2 weeks before your like due date, like the due date
Due date got moved up 5 days.
it got moved up five
So we
days.
went
So
from
we were like,
38 weeks
whoa.
to 39 weeks in one day.
And so we were like not sure about it, and I wasn't sure about it, but it turns out.
Definitely made it a little bit more nerve wracking because it
Yeah.
was like, even though it was only 5 days, it was like, oh, it was kind of like speeded up.
Oh, yep. And so we're like, oh. And my body wasn't like telling me anything about you coming like anytime soon.
Mhm.
And I was prepared for you to be cozy anyway. But then when they shifted the due date on us, it was like even more, a little bit more mentally challenging because I already was like, it was helpful though in some ways when you were cozy in there because I was like already prepared for the 17th. But when we passed the 17th, that's when I was like, oh, where are you? Where's the baby Ryder? But so you were really cozy in there. You went past all the due dates, like literally all the due dates that we thought. Thinking about it now.
17th, 22nd.
Yeah. And so,
22nd was the furthest one that we knew of.
So we did everything we could naturally on our own to get you out, and then
every night.
You're not supposed to say. Yes.
Like literally
like,
extra stretches.
Yes, every night. You're right. Dang it. But then we went to the birth center and they gave us the mile circuit advice. Oh, yes, the mile circuit is so weird. Every night. And they gave us some herbs and like natural herbs like clove and colash and things to take. And then they said if this doesn't work, then let's try castor oil. And of course, all my choice. I could say never name it. But then they were like, that's the next step. And I was like, oh, I don't want to do castor oil because I was worried about like drinking it.
I was worried about the taste.
Just the taste and like drinking it. Just because I didn't want to throw it up. I wanted to like make sure I could take it all the way for you and to like do what it needs to do. And then not have to like do it again. So then we did the con route. Oh, I got acupuncture. I got acupuncture for the first time, which helped a little bit. So I got lost my mucus plug, like in seeps, like in little bits of time, and then I started to have the bloody tinge in the mucus plug, um, and so that was good. But that was like right the day before you were born. Is finally when something showed.
So Mama with
Oh
laying in
gosh,
the chair.
look at
Mama,
I was so
acupuncture.
cozy. It was so cozy. I've never seen that photo before. Well, you were a
You
big
can
baby.
even see
You were a big baby. I was like about to fall asleep.
you were a very big baby. Mom even had one right in the forehead.
It didn't hurt. I was like about to sleep. It felt really good. I definitely recommend it for like almost like a massage.
Pretty crazy.
But it worked, and I did my chiropractic care throughout the entire pregnancy and at the end, So anyway, so it ends up being your birthday, and on your birthday is when we scheduled to do the casserole and enema. And I did research ahead of time, but I didn't think that like I still was like out of like I was still not expecting to have a baby like that day. I thought we'd have a baby maybe start in the night and then have you the next day. Here, Daddy, can you help him with the passy? Just the passy. Yeah, so I can help support.
Let me have
Okay. He likes the bounce.
So you were a big pat baby.
Yep.
You like big pats. So this is how I am to pat you right now. And you're wiggling.
You like to give kisses. Yep.
So put you on the shoulder, lean you over, and then big pat. No, stop.
I'm sorry.
You have to face you like this. We do big pats. Sometimes it feels like we're hitting you a little too hard, but look.
You like it.
You do.
Yeah, you like it. I have to sometimes pass you over to Daddy because I feel like I'm not getting the pass. He's awake. You're awake. Your eyes are open. Oh, look.
You gonna look around? Say hello.
Say hi. See your lights, nubbies? So, I asked God for a few things for your birth. I asked him if I could give birth to you, if I could catch you. I asked him for a water birth, and I asked to be aware of to be aware. He's so cute. He is looking at you, and to be aware of everything. Because with Lola, I kind of was in a birth trance, which was awesome. But with you, I wanted to kind of know where you're at. We're in the stations of the pelvis. I want to know what positions to do to help you come out. You look so handsome, and yeah. But one thing God also I appreciate was I didn't have that 2 hour car ride with you. Here, Papas, do you want to
You only had like a 10-minute car.
So you can be the baby boy can be born in the shot here. Okay, and so then what ended up happening was we had to drive to Target on the way there to pick up like some supplies, ice cream and peanut butter because we forgot.
For the casserole.
Yep, and so then we arrived and David, the midwife, made.
And Papas didn't know whether or not this was gonna work or not, so we're just hoping at this point.
We're just hoping like it works. We're just hoping not to go to the hospital for like an induction or anything like that. And so basically, we take the casserole. David makes. What?
No, just put you more in the shot. Your face is behind the mic.
Sorry,
You're too pretty.
I was just trying to get closer for volume. Oh yeah, so David makes the castor shake, and I was like a little bit nervous. He makes it, hands it to me, and I drink it, and I'm like, it's not bad. The only thing wrong with it is that it's warm. And so I was like, this is the same texture of my normal shake that I drink in the morning for you guys. And so I was like, could you put ice in it? And then we put ice in it, and I sucked that thing down like a champ. It was a lot, and for the end, I started to get I had to do it.
It's a little too much.
I was like, nobody talk to me, because I've never just chugged a shake like that before.
Milkshake.
I never chugged the milkshake like that. But it was basically like a protein shake, or like a mediocre milkshake. And so I drank it up, and it was easy. That was the easiest part, actually. And then drank it up, and then we went to the room, and then I had the enema. And I forgot. God is so good because I know what an enema is, and I know what a suppository is because of my CNA days, but I mixed them up in my head. So I was like, okay, I can do a suppository, no problem. I'm just going to put something in there and pop, and then leave me alone, and then I'm going to poop or something. I forgot an enema is when they stick a tube up, and then they literally fluid to help, and it has the cotton root in there to help just kind of bypass digestive system, get things going. So that was, have your entire birth. That was the hardest part. 20 minutes of sitting there holding that fluid in. Because with birth, I can do what my body naturally wants to do. With poop, I can like just poop while my body's poop. But I had to like hold back from pooping. And that was so hard. I was holding your daddy by the neck in his hands while we were watching Talladega Nights, which had 20 minutes left on it to help us time how long I had to lay there. And I like it was like I was like I kept
what your mom kept saying was, is it like everything was telling her to push it out and she had to just hold it in?
I know I was terrible. I did not like it at all. And then Papa, turn the chair. It's like so good. I see you guys. And then
you're a big flopper.
You are a big flopper, but you're so strong. You're so strong. Oh. You love your tummy. Oh, we'll talk about that in your first video. I love the things about you. But okay, so I did that. That was tough, and immediately I am destroying that bathroom. I'm trying to make it cleaner here because this is for the future.
We have some peppermint.
So we had some peppermint extract
To smell.
Butt wipes, like baby wipes. And your daddy, I couldn't have him look at me because I don't like when Papa
had my back to her.
So he had his back to me.
Then you could hold her hands.
His hands are back there to his hands are there so I can hold them because I would get contractions on the potty and they'd be intense. And so basically, your daddy would I would be sitting on the potty, smelling the peppermint.
Oh, look at you go again. Look at you.
You. Look at you, boys.
Ooh.
Your
So you sometimes you just want to look around. See?
Hey, you want your
You just want to look around. You have to hold your little head like this because you're gonna flop somewhere.
Do you want your passy puppies or no? No? Okay. They don't have to have it.
You want to see? Look, this is you.
That's you, puppies. Can you see you? Oh, you so handsome. So basically, I'm that potty.
You go a little cross-eyed every once in a while.
So I went potty a lot, which caused contractions, which the castor oil worked. It worked, and literally after an hour of not consistently pooping but on and off in the potty, I started getting an early labor. So I was having contractions, and
we had to walk around the building.
Yep, we had to walk. Funty was there for me. Funty and Papa
was doing her coaching.
Yep, she was coaching me on like doing leg lifts and doing like sidewalks and stuff like that. Walk around the building, and when I walked and was active with you, it really started to get moving, and the contractions got intenser and closer together. We walked inside the building and did some things, but I felt like the contractions were a lot different than your sisters. Your sisters were in my back, yours were in the front, and they felt pretty sharp. But not again. I would never label it. I don't think I'll label it pain, but this birth opened my eyes to a new perspective of different experiences for other women too, because I can have a better understanding of why women get epidurals and might call it painful.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a beautiful.
Mama was able to get a natural induction.
Yeah, I did get a natural induction too, so I had like intervention.
Mm-hmm. Had a little bit of intervention,
which was cool, and God still honored me that I didn't have to go. I could give birth to you and other ways. But anyway, so I walked around the building, did a lot of different little exercises. I stopped. I did a lot of resting. I was really also intentional to rest before the pushing because I wanted to have the energy to push you. Because with your sister, I was very tired, and with you, I wanted the energy to really last through the entire birth. And be able to be aware, touch you. And so basically I rested a lot in that first step. After the castor oil and the enema, I did a lot of resting. And then I walked around the building, and then I rested some more. And then I went back to the different positions, and I sat on the birth ball. The birth ball felt the best to get to labor on. Like literally that was it, just sitting on the birth ball and breathing. And then but I had to like walk around and do stuff to get you moving through the pelvis. And that was whenever I had a contraction, I had to like hold your daddy by the shoulders, and Fenty would lift my belly while that contraction happened, and I would like have to squat down low, and that was intense. That was pretty intense. I remember the sharpness. And then I was able to drink water throughout it. I had something to eat a little bit, but I couldn't really eat much. And then toward the closer, there was this beautiful moment. Your Lolly came over for this part. Your Ella was with Lola the whole day, which was awesome. And so your Lolly came over because I just wanted extra hands for the two hands so that I didn't have to have one of them go away. club were Papa and your Funty. And so we were all together in the room, and there was this one beautiful moment where literally worship was playing. I think Available was on the worship song, and Amanda was reading the scripture over me for you, and I just had this beautiful humble moment with the Lord where I just was just crying happy tears that we were here, that I was gonna meet you soon, that you were really happening. Because you being in our lives is so surreal, baby boy. And
this is unique right here.
Right here. We haven't experienced this yet.
Yeah.
We have not experienced this yet with you. Look at you. I love you.
Oh, look at you. He's looking for you.
I love you, please.
Oh,
hi. Oh. Let me. You are so incredible. You follow so well. Again, I'll say that in the first one. The 1 month video. Anyway, so I'm sitting there having this incredible moment, worship moment with God, with your daddy, Lolly, Auntie, and literally after that worship moment, I was like, I think I'm ready to get into the tub. I think I'm ready to get in the tub. And so I went to the tub, and when I get on there, I knew I wanted to take my bottoms off immediately. And I got in there. The water was amazing. It was like
and your Papa was caught off guard.
Like
Papas did not realize how quick this was moving.
Okay, so it was when I got in the water. It was I don't know if I'm using this word correctly, but it was euphoric. I literally was like, I felt so good. It was like relaxing. I got energy back. I literally was like it was like, and I was in a spa. Like I was like, this is the best bath I've ever had. So I'm sitting there, and the contractions still come. They're still intense, but they're not as intense as on land. And so literally, I had to stop. I was like, I think I'm gonna be pushing soon. And so I was like, I'm just gonna try pushing, just try. And so I pushed on my own a little bit just to kind of get the feel. And then my body, it was so cool because I literally felt my body push it out. But it wasn't like this ejection where it was push the baby out. And it was really intense. It was I could feel my body cramp in the right areas to maneuver you out of me. But not pooping you out. Lola, I felt like I had to poop you out. You, I literally felt my body just push you out. And it was and then I partnered with my body to get you out, and it was really cool. And I'm sure I did a grunt, a primal grunt, and I was, before I did that, I was holding Funty's hands. Your daddy was holding me up behind me. I really needed him to touch me. I think I yelled at your daddy a few times to put his hands on me. Don't hold my belly that tight. Put your hands on me. So I was a little bit sharp, and I told your Funty. I remember telling your Funty was praying over me and speaking incredible things in my ear. And I tell her, I said, can you please be quiet? I felt so bad. But it was but in that moment, I was really trying to focus.
Focus mode. It's when you turn down the radio to park your car.
Yeah, I was in super focus mode. Because I was oh, this is happening. And so I started pushing you out, and all of a sudden, I gave a push. This only lasted 7 minutes, 8 minutes, few minutes. And
say hello.
And literally, hey buddies. And then and then I felt a pop. I literally was pushing you out. I felt a pop, which was my water breaking. And before you know it, your little head was coming out. And Lola, it was the head took a long time for her to kind of crown. But you just started crowning and crowning and crowning. I literally, and then they said, you put your hand down there. I felt your ear. I felt your nose. I was amazed by it. I got this ear and this nose. It's so cute. And and you were so and I felt you. And so, but I kept having to put my hands up. So the midwife kept saying, if you're gonna catch him, put your hands down. And so I would kept my hands down there. Your daddy held me up.
Papa's just holding.
And literally, Papa was holding
arm
me.
just underneath.
Yeah, underneath, while I was holding. So he was holding me while I was ready to catch you. I lift you up. And so basically, I lifted you. So you came out. Your head came out, and it was great. Your head came out, boom. And your shoulders came out. Let's take a second. And your shoulders came out. But then you're so long that the way it felt was my butt, instead of going shoulders, boom, like your sister, you were shoulders, and then it was not a boom afterwards. But
the midwife even went wow, this is a long baby.
Yeah.
He's taking a while to come out.
Yeah, he's taking a hot minute. And so basically you came out of the water. The midwife helped me catch you, so she basically guided my hands because she just wanted to make sure. And then so she got in my hands, and I held you, and I brought you right to my chest, and you cried like right away. You literally cried, and it was a beautiful sound, and I was just so happy. And I was like, I can't believe it. I was almost like, this happened so quick.
Well,
And
6 hours total.
And I was so happy, and brought my chest, and you were just crying.
From drinking castor oil to baby coming out, it's only 6 hours.
Yeah, it was only
Crazy.
6 hours, and I just felt like so like awake. I was so awake. I didn't feel tired after having you. And I was just sitting there, and I was like rubbing on you and holding you and feeling against my chest. You weren't like vernixy or anything. You were just like smooth baby skin. And so then it was a beautiful moment, and then it kind of turned more intense because you were.
This is you come out of the womb.
Coming out of the womb. That's one of your first photos ever.
Yeah, this is one of your first photos ever.
Yes. You're actually not that blue in my mind. So basically then what happens is your birth ended up taking a really intense twist. So you were crying, you did this beautiful cry, but then you were staying blue. Like your face was staying like this gray color. And so that was like, and usually sometimes, and your sister came out blue, but she like turned pink right away after she started crying. She took a second to cough and cried. So you kind of stayed blue. And at first I wasn't worried because it takes a second for the blood to go from the placenta to you, so I wasn't worried. But then you kind of just stayed blue even when you went from the bath to the bed. So you stayed blue in the face, and we were getting a little bit nervous. We were getting like a little concerned because you were grunting, you were making a sound, but it wasn't like a cry, or you weren't like quiet. Look up.
Yeah, so you were almost like croaking.
Yeah, you were kind of like grunting. You're like,
obviously not like that, but
not like that, but like a baby. And so I was there, and I remember again, God carried me the whole time because I was starting to feel, I could feel the fear in the back of my mind and the worry, but it really was just more preparation to be like, I will do whatever is necessary to make sure you're okay. And so basically, I was like, if we gotta go to hospital, I'm ready to go to hospital. And then I'm ready to be transferred. But then we're patting you and getting going, you're waiting, and they weren't nervous because your chest was pink, so your body was pink, and they were just kind of keeping an eye.
There's only your limbs and basically kind of like your forehead area.
Yeah, and so basically, and then there was a moment where I did say like, can somebody do something, please? Can like someone look at him? And so David literally like came out. It was awesome. He stepped in because who birthed me was a midwife. There were two midwifery students. One that was like almost done, and then one who that was
Holly.
And Holly, and then Annalise, I think her name was, or
Annalise. I think, yeah, Annalise.
Something like that. And she was a newer student. And then David was the midwife overseeing, and so he came in. He came in, and he gave you like turned you upside down where your head was like lower.
He held you kind of like this. He turned you upside down.
He gave you big back pats.
Big booty pats.
No, he gave you back pats, like big pats.
So.
And then
Then you started getting some big gasps.
Yep. And then he had to give you oxygen.
Little oxygen tank.
He even had your daddy
help support you,
so he could walk away.
I was hoping, yeah.
And they were just kind of and it was a prolonged amount of time where it was like, okay.
It took about an hour. Because it was an hour when your placenta, remember?
Oh yeah, it took about. Oh yes, it did take about an hour. So this moment was about an hour long. It felt so much quicker.
It felt a lot quicker than that. It did not feel like an hour.
Because everything just felt rushed because we were just worried about you, I think, and we were just so focused on you. That time really went fast to just like watch you, be there for you. But you were a fighter. You fought. The breathing wasn't easy for you, but you kept breathing and you didn't give up. And
you eventually got it.
And you eventually got it, and you got color back to your body. And
look at you! You're throwing yourself side to side. That's not me.
Mm-hmm. Good boy. Do you want to try
your passy, Bubba?
Try your passy, yeah, Bubba. Oh here. Here you try, Daddy. And then you didn't just eat, so you might just be like awake. You're just awake. And then and then you were good. We nursed you. You latched immediately. You were ready to eat.
You were already trying to crawl to Mama's boob.
Yeah, you were latched out immediately, and you did so good with breastfeeding. And then I did this really sick move to get the placenta out. Literally, like the placenta was coming out because I was distracted with you and how you were doing. So like my body was cramping, but like I wasn't focused on it or like letting it happen because I was just distracted.
So Mom used centrifugal force and did backflip.
No. I wish I was that cool. No, but I was like, I remember with Lola, I was completely upright and using gravity and just like came out. So I literally like had
Stood up on the
I
bed.
gave you to your daddy.
Squatted.
I gave you to your daddy. I squatted.
Because you're still attached.
Because you were still attached to me. So your daddy was holding you while you were still like attached to me, and I like basically got on the bed, kneeled, and I like actively pushed, and like my body gave me a cramp, and then boop, just came out. Because the way I was sitting, I was like hunched over it, like, and it wasn't and it was not, it wasn't gonna come out. Like it was just not like physically, like the physics wasn't gonna do it.
Wasn't gonna work.
It wasn't gonna work. And so basically, yeah, and the placenta came out, and then your whole family kind of slowly, sporadically got to see you, just because it was a little intense at the beginning. That we had actually a special moment with you, just the three of us, once everything was like settled. And then your sister came in to see you, and she loved you. She knew right away you were her baby brother. She was feeding me a French fry, taking care of me.
This is.
And she knew right away.
Our first family photo.
Yep.
Your sister's trying to get to you.
Yeah, she is. She's trying to get to Daddy.
Pushing bass to get to you, and I was a little bit more.
Daddy was a little bit more like, ooh, because we didn't know how she was gonna react to you.
Mm-hmm.
But she loved you.
She hadn't learned. She hadn't learned yet.
Oh no, don't give it. Sorry. This is Bengoni's room. I know. Sorry. It's Bengoni's room. Okay.
But it was. I think that Lola's shocked us a little bit more, but yours, I think we were more ready. We definitely had a lot more faith in it. We were sitting there, ready to do whatever you needed. It wasn't there was no questions. It was like, okay, we're ready.
Yep.
God prepared us for that.
I remember being in the middle of the moment with you when you were like being a warrior, like really working on your breath. And I remember God giving me all the evidence, like logically, that you were okay. Like He was telling me how the ultrasounds, there was nothing abnormal with your ultrasounds. He was telling me, hey, you cried.
Lungs were healthy.
You cried. Your lungs are healthy. Your heart was
little
beating.
Fluid in your lungs, but by the time that we were,
so basically,
everybody was seeing you, you were breathing fine.
But basically, what ended up happening was the midwife said that sometimes when babies are born in the water, they don't get that initial shock of air. So it takes them a second, like it takes them a while to catch their breath, and to get the concept of breathing down. And so you are a chill baby. You were cozy in there. You were like taking your time. So you
took your time to learn how to breathe.
So you took your time to learn how to breathe. So that was another thing God reassured me. Said he's gonna get it when he gets it. He's got it. And I was like, okay. But it was really cool that even in the midst of that scary moment, God really put me in focus to take care of you and in the right place, and gave me the evidence of like, hey, I would tell you if there was something going on. And I'm not gonna lie, those first 2 nights I did not sleep very good because I was worried about your breathing. But you are awesome. You cry, and that's the best sign that you're breathing and awesome. You have a beautiful voice. Your voice is so I love your voice. And then and yeah, your family came to see you. I think the people that were in the room was your Lolly. Actually, when you were born, the people in the room was Lolly, your daddy, Afanti, and there was your mama and Tia Camilla. And so you had those your people in the room with you who got to see you for the first time, who had partnered with you.
The first person that came in, and she had just got there, was your Ella. And she was a little sad that she may have missed the birth, but she saw you coming out. She saw you coming out.
Yep. Oh yeah, and Ella was there. She saw you coming out, and my mom. It was just perfect timing.
She did everything that we really needed, which is Lola.
Yeah, and Ella was clutch. She watched your sister all day, and she still made it to see you come out, which was so cool. And she took with, and then your sister was out there, got to be with all her favorite people. So in the lobby, who saw you for the first time was your all your uncles, every single one of them, and then your abuelo, your pop was there, and your sopos was there. So you had all your village. And then Titi Coral got to see you a few days later, which was awesome. And she sobbed when she hugged you for the first time, and we all sobbed together. So you have all your people have seen you and love on you. And you're so loved, little man. But I'm trying to remember if there's anything else of the birth. But it was a beautiful birth experience. The Lord answered so many prayers, and He really opened my perspective in so many different ways to understand women and to like really believe in him in myself and how he's designed me. And that moment to worship him was incredible.
And created an even stronger unity between your mama and I.
It did. It really did. There's nothing that me and Papa's like haven't gone through. Like I feel like can't walk through together. Your Papa was really clutch. Your Papa was there for me and like super. And I was able to open my eyes the whole time. My eyes were open the whole time. Beforehand, like my eyes were like closed. But it was epic.
And that's your birth story.
Your birth story.
Say bye-bye.
Say bye-bye.